Hello everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read for Monday the 17th of June. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you want to check out, if you haven't watched the What's Cracking, the dates for my fairs for the next few weeks are on there. And a reminder to put the 11th of August in your calendar. We'll have a bit of a card pull session there too. Let's get straight into this reading. I am using the After Tarot for this reading. Okay, oh, that's not a nice way to start the reading, is it? So the Three of Swords, oh, goodness gracious. I could be all over the place now. The Three of Swords talks about heartbreak. Now in the After Tarot, the swords are already out. So what this means is you've probably been through some heartbreak in the past, and even though there is a little bit of wounded here, you're over the worst of it now and starting to move forward. Oh, how beautiful. Rightio. So life is starting to come around again. You're starting to find joy and happiness, and this card promises you that the future is looking much brighter. This is a breakup. Look at that. So some of you have come out of some sort of breakup with someone. Life's starting to look very, very good. You're feeling good, feeling fine, probably ready to get back into the life again. And we do have the King of Swords coming up at the end. So the King of Swords did come up in the What's Cracking read too. Now the King of Swords is a person that can represent the air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. He is a person who carries a sword because he wants a brand new start based in truth. I feel like sometimes this guy isn't ready to speak his truth because the sword is stuck in the ground, so it sort of implies that he's not willing to move. He's being stubborn about this, so it could mean that you're waiting on communication from someone but they're stuck, or they're being very stubborn about moving forward. But the other feeling I get with this card very, very strongly is sometimes you see people do this when they mean battle, you know, throwing the sword into the ground, saying, right, that's it, I'm ready to battle. And I feel like that's the feeling I've got here. So it's almost like someone is ready to fight for you here. Let's look. Okay, so we do have the Devil card coming out first. We've seen a lot of the Devil card lately, and I know a couple of the readers I watch have talked about how much he's come up lately. The Devil card can be to do with excess, obsession, addiction, ego, narcissism, the whole works. But it's excess of anything. It's that part of yourself that you might be aware of, but that you might do to excess, that you need to bring into some sort of balance. Sometimes this is being bound to something. So you could be bound to someone, even though you've had heartbreak from them, you've moved away, you might still feel this very strong binding. It's codependency. Knight of Cups coming in here. So the Knight of Cups is someone who's coming in to offer love. Now this can be Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. This person's drinking from his own cup, so he's learned the lessons around self-love, self-respect, and that's nice because someone can offer you good love when that's the case. We have the Fool here, which too came in the What's Cracking reading, so taking a leap of faith with someone here. So very, very nice. Here's the King of Wands, fire sign, Leo, Sag or Aries. The King of Wands is a person who's very, very much in charge of their kingdom. They're very passionate, driven. They're a leader in their field. They're probably quite attractive. So were you expecting the return of someone who left you before? Because something's going on here in your intuition. There's something here you knew. Four of Pentacles. Could be dealing with Capricorn for some of you here. This is about not letting go of things. I feel like you haven't let go of someone who broke your heart. I feel like you have always expected their return. And this is definitely some feeling of that. You haven't been able to let something go here, so you're still thinking about it. Still going round and round in your head. card of the Lovers. That's because it's a relationship that's been guided by heaven. There is unfinished business here. So you are putting down your burdens. You are releasing, which is a good thing. And Six of Pentacles. We're getting a lot of repeat cards in this reading. Completely different deck too. Okay, let's have a closer look at this. So we have something that broke your heart. You may have made an offer to someone in the past here, and they did not take up your offer. And you've got over this now somewhat because you're starting to see the other side. You've put your burdens down. You're doing well as a single person. And just when you think you've got it right, somebody's coming back in to stir the pot up again. So we have someone here who's walked away from a situation that they've been tied to. So it may have been why they knocked back your offer, because they may have been in some sort of karmic situation or bound to something. It may not have been a person, but they may have felt bound to something that they couldn't release before. And it looks as though they're coming towards you now to want, and now they want, and now, now they're making an offer. But you see, they're coming back as this King of Wands. So that says to me, from this energy to this energy, they've done quite a lot of work. This person is ready to speak a truth. They are ready to be honest with you, and they are offering love here. Now, I feel like that you always knew that this person was going to return. You've never let go of them. And I feel like that has been a burden for you, not being able to let them go. So maybe you've done the work. Maybe you've done everything that you needed to do and you couldn't let them go. And that's because that you have a bond here that was made in heaven. So this is no ordinary relationship. It is a relationship that is guided by the angels, or however you like to look at it. So it's a destined relationship. But you are now putting down these burdens. Now, the thing that comes up very strongly in this reading, and did too in the What's Cracking reading, is the Six of Pentacles. So I always think with the Six of Pentacles, you wanted something that was equal, where you both invested. And I think before, you were investing, or you were in love with this person, and maybe they rejected you or pushed you aside for whatever it was they had in their lives. They couldn't make time for you. I don't think it was a deliberate, well, they could have gone away and then realised their feelings too. There could have been some sort of awakening here with this High Priestess, some sort of awareness now that they have a destiny with you, but they didn't before. They were too wound up in all of this stuff they had going on here. But they're coming back. They're on their way. So for those of you who are waiting for the return, it is happening. Seems to have been happening for a very long while. I always hear people say that and I think, oh, you know, people get the willies and that because things happen straight away. And I think, well, you know what? You need to go away and do the work on yourself. If you want to see it come around quicker, then the more work you do on yourself to bring yourself to a better place. And usually what happens is you start to do the work on yourself, and then you find you're releasing the energy and you don't think about them so much anymore. So you end up losing that very strong attachment, and it's the attachment that's the problem, not the love. So once you let go of the attachment for something, it returns. So the Eight of Abundance has come out here, and it says, this is a time of learning and honing your skills. You may feel inspired to go back to school, take seminars on topics that fascinate you, or educate yourself on the healing arts. This is a good time to change jobs or make a career move. The key to success is in the details. Monitor your projects carefully. Well, that's quite interesting. So maybe you're seeing this person as a bit of a project if you've been doing a lot of work on yourself. But whatever you've been doing, there is a return. Have a great day, everyone.